लीव्ह शेड करतात. ओके, लीव्ह शेड का करतात? कारण की पाना थ्रू पाणी त्यांचं बाहेर जातं. ते पाणी अवॉइड करण्यासाठी ते समर्समध्ये हे करतात, म्हणजे पाणी कमी असतं ना ग्राउंड वॉटर, त्यामुळे ती शेड करतात. आणि तू बघू शकते थोड्या झाडांचीच पानं खाली पडलेली आहेत, बाकीच्या झाडांना पानं आहेत. सो दोन्ही मिक्सअप काइंडची झाडं आहेत, म्हणजे जिथे लाईक थोड्यांची पानं आहेत आणि थोड्यांची पूर्ण गळलेले आहेत. सो हां, मग ह्याला काय म्हटलं जातं की अशाला सेमी डेसिडियस फॉरेस्ट म्हटलं जातं. ओके, सो गोव्यातील मॅक्झिमम फॉरेस्ट आहे ते सेमी डेसिडियस आहे, म्हणजे पानगळीची झाडं म्हणतात ना, तसं तसं आहे. Hi, good morning. Myself Abhijit. I work as a naturalist come resort manager to a resort named as Nature's Nest, and currently we are on a day safari in a Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary. So just now we saw one tree known as a cane tree, or in Marathi we called it as a bet. So this is kind of an tree which is mostly used for the to make the furnitures uh, in a area around, and it's like one of the most smuggled tree of this forest. It's mainly like cut by the people and smuggled to make the furnitures, and they can grow up to more than 500 meters. And it's kind of an indicator of a heavy rainfall, because this tree require a very heavy rainfall. So if suppose these trees are there in the forest, it means we have a very good rainfall in the forest. So the stick of this cane is used by the policeman. So like the stick which you see in the hands of the police is made up of this cane only. So the main reason why they made it because they are kind of an they are not hard as such, but like they will give you that flexible effect. Means like they don't break very easily, but they have kind of an shock resistant. The main reason why it is used to make furniture, because once it is heat and given any kind of shape, it remains in that shape for a lifetime. So like you just need to heat it a bit and give any shape you want to give. Currently I'm able to hear the call of at least 3-4 birds, which includes shikara. A few of them are bulbuls. Even a few calls were of like sunbirds too. They are, which are quite active. So in this forest there is a one bird known as a racket-tailed drongo, and I have seen him mimicking the calls of the other birds too. So many a times, when we hear the call, we thought it's a kind of some other bird, but like when we go and see, it's a many a times it ends up as a greater racket-tailed drongo. So he can mimic the other birds too. Even there was one event when I was in a forest with my friends. That time, in middle of the forest, I heard the reverse horn of the car in between. So we got surprised. We started looking everywhere, because it's in the middle of the forest. Then we saw there was one drongo which was exactly sitting very next to us on a tree, and he was making that reverse horn of the call.
So what would be the significance of this
It's
kind of a
actually,
behavior?
Like the thing is what like they are very good in catching the calls many of times, and they like if suppose they like some sound, they try to mimic it kind of. So the tree which is next to us is a very good example of a parasite. Okay, this thing is what like many times birds feed on a fig trees, and they land up on the trees like this, where they like leave their droppings, and the fixed if they the fig get a very good atmosphere, they start growing on the tree itself, and what they do initially they will suck the nutrition from the main tree, as we can see, and they will try to reach they will spread their roots, and they will try to reach to the ground, and once they reach to the ground they will suck the nutrition from the ground as well as the from the main tree also. So eventually what happened, the fig grows, and the main tree died, and whatever you are seeing is a fig tree. So like it's a the means like they suck actually all the nutrition from the main tree. And the tree on which the fig has grown is known as it's a state tree of Goa, known as a crocodile bark tree. So this is another example of the parasitic plant. Okay, so here the main tree, which was the earlier tree, we can't see it at all now, because we can see the main tree has died already, and everything has been taken over by this fig tree. We can see a Malabar giant squirrel, which is very next to us. It's very beautifully sitting on the tree. So you can see the very brightish, like yellowish orange tail. Yeah, wow. So just the call in the background is of a Malabar giant squirrel, and it is we have a special importance, mainly Maharashtrians, because it's the state animal of Maharashtra. So in local we called it as a shekru or a Malabar giant squirrel, and it's the endemic mammal to these Western Ghats. Yeah, endemic means that particular bird or a mammal will found in that place only, not anywhere else in the world. The, just now I heard we all heard the call of a Hanuman langur or a black-faced langur. So the main advantage of the forest here in the Western Ghats is their vast variety. You will see very different kinds of trees over here. It's like the diversity wise, these Western Ghats are very good as compared to the Central India. So there you won't see much diversity in the trees as such, but here it's in good number. So like in terms of wildlife, if we talk about the bigger mammals such as tigers or the leopards or maybe bigger herbivores, the Central India is very good place to see them, because the terrain over here, there is most of the areas are the flat and the plain lands, and where you can see bit deep inside the forest too. And because of the grasslands, the population of the herbivores is also quite good. But over here, as compared to Central India, the forest over here is quite thick. Means like now also you can see there is quite a lot of undergrowth over here. So the sighting of the wildlife is not that much, but population wise the diversity will be definitely high over here as compared to the species level. A lizard coming from one tree and sitting over there. So you can see it over there. Yeah. lizard is known as a Draco or a flying lizard. So they can glide from one tree to another, and they are very camouflaged. When they sit on a tree bark, they are very camouflaged to it.
Wait, don't come close.
Wow, we can see it very closely now. And this individual is quite young actually. Yeah. So you can come over here. You can see it very clearly. Yeah. Oh wow. No, it's not poisonous at all. Now the lizard which you are seeing over here is known as a Draco or a flying lizard. So they can glide from one tree to another. Yeah. They feed on ants. Now he is going to feed on ant. I think he's looking for the ant. So if you see any ants coming, he will grab it. Yeah. Just now he grab it. Mungi खाली. ant खातो हो. ant खातो बाकीचे नाही खातो. इथे असेल.
चप्पल काढून चालू शकतो का? Touch the bark of the tree, it might glide.
The bird which you are now seeing is known as a Malabar grey hornbill. So now currently he is feeding on fruits of the palm oil tree. So now you can see a very big, and it's like we can see a very orangish beak very clearly, which means that it's a male of a Malabar grey hornbill. And this bird again is endemic to Western Ghats. Yeah, now we can see. So the lizard currently which you are seeing is known as a forest calotus. It's a forest lizard. Even now recently So recently this lizard has been divided into new family from a Monolisaurus. So actually earlier we used to call them as a forest calotus, and currently in common language we call them as forest calotus, but recently it has been divided into a very different new species of lizard only. The family known as Monolisaurus. The lizard currently which we are seeing is known as a forest calotus, and one very interesting thing about the lizard is that they have markings like a dinosaurs just behind their neck. So that's why they are part of the family known as Monolisaurus. One more individual of the same family. Now there is one more individual of the same family from a Monolisaurus lizard. This is also again another individual of the forest calotus. And it's a part of a lizard family. In lizards, what they have a body structure kind of in triangular shape. So you can see exactly by looking at the body shape.
So now, this is very different from the lizard which we saw just now. So that other lizard was a Draco which can glide from one tree to the another, but this lizard they can't. Means like they are a ground dwelling lizards. They mostly spend their time on a tree, and they for a foraging mainly. They feed on ants and other small insects too, even on the butterflies. They're beautiful. The butterfly which we are seeing now is known as a Malabar tree name, or in local language you also call it as a paper kite. And why it is so significant to Goa? Because it's the state butterfly of Goa, and it's again a endemic butterfly to these Western Ghats. Yeah, it's here. It's coming over here. And this butterfly is mainly located near the near the water sources. You see, in the flight also they can look like, yeah, wow, very beautiful one. Quite certainly. It's hovering over there. Oh wow. Come. Yeah. You can come close. So like if you want to see these butterflies, stream areas. So we call them as a paper kite because like in a flight you can see like they glide like a kite only. They look like a paper kite. It's one of the largest butterfly which we have in this sanctuary. मोस्टली मला वाटतं की ते पिकॉक फॅन्सी म्हणून बटरफ्लाय आहे, खूप सुंदर बटरफ्लाय आहे. त्याच्यावर एक बर्ड बुक आहे, त्यावर बसलं की तुम्हाला कळू शकतो पिकॉक फॅन्सी का म्हटलं जातं त्याला, कारण की जे विंग्सवरती असे दोन डोळे असतात दोन्ही साईडला. ते दुसरं होतं ना जे येल्लो कलरचं लहान बटरफ्लाय होतं, हां थोडं ऑरेंजिश असतं, खाली बसल्यावरती तुला नीट बघता येतं त्याला. त्याला पिकॉक फॅन्सी असं म्हटलं जातं. खूप असतात ते पिकॉक चॉकलेट. चला.